honestly, marriages are way worse nowadays. Like, yeah, back in the day, a marriage was, simpler version was like, okay, some casual clothes, and they didn't used to kiss like a long time ago. They used to eat corn, but then some rich, I think, queen or princess started wearing white clothing, and then that got popularized for weddings, and weddings also got hella expensive. And they also had like, at the time, like a long time ago, there was no such a thing as having white cake, white sugar, because that thing was so expensive. Nowadays you can get sugar for like barely anything. Easier to get sugar than proper food. But yeah, weddings have definitely been ruined by women and men. Women because sometimes women just marry rich people and then just divorce them and get all their money and take the kids and tell the kids, hey, your daddy left you on purpose because he has a new girlfriend now, and that's just not true. Sometimes at least. And the guy, actually, that's the same. That same thing can apply to a guy, but lately I've been seeing women doing it more often than men. Marrying someone rich, waiting for him, to either, if they're very old rich, or like a sugar daddy or sugar mommy, it's like, okay, waiting for them to die, or just divorcing them and getting half of their shish, which is just unfair. Like, why do you get half of my stuff? You get your stuff, I get my stuff, and the deal. That's why I've actually recently been like conflicted whether or not I want to get married or not. Because marriages essentially are kind of a trap. You sign a contract like on a piece of paper that just says, "Oh, you're married now." Like, okay, that contract basically means I lose half my stuff. That means if I let's use this toilet paper, for example. Oh, I should have done one more. Okay. Let's say this is all the stuff she has. It's the same size. This one just I didn't tear it in the middle. And this is all the stuff he has in the marriage, right? So for some reason they always side with the women's side. Well, not always, but usually. So this is the men's side. This is the women's side, and when the divorce happens, doesn't matter which party, I think at least. But when the divorce does happen, look what happens. Why? That makes no sense. She just gets half his stuff, or he gets half her stuff, which I don't get why it's like that, because that's pretty much a bitch problem. Because like seriously, weddings nowadays are basically a trap. It's pointless to get married if you already, like, especially when you're having relationship problems already. You're like, sorry, Sue. You're already like arguing a lot. You're ghosting each other, for example. You hang up each other. You block each other even. If you do all of that, marrying will just it's like getting my head getting my head blown off, and someone puts like some tape on it and says you'll be fine. No, I'll not be fine. It's just salt into the wound. It's just like making fun of something that's already failing by getting married. It's just stupid. I'm trying to think. It's really late at night right now. It's like 2 a.m. So I'm like not really thinking properly. But yeah, honestly, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get married. Expensive, and parents usually encourage you to, like, shell out a little more money. Come on, come on, you have money, right? Spend it. No, I want to keep it. No, spend it on the marriage. A very important part of your life. And there's probably other parts of life that could be also important, but still. I'm actually so sleepy right now because the only amount of sleep I've gotten in the past 2 days is naps during the day for like 2 hours. And several times I thought I heard knocking on that door. So, yeah, I'm getting off track, I apologize, but I'm very paranoid right now and I have no idea why. Well, because I didn't sleep. Lots of words. But yeah, that's basically one of the reasons. It's expensive, which I've mentioned. It's problematic too. Like, get married. Oh well, half your stuff is now mine. If you get divorced, and also divorce is not a bad thing, or breaking up is not a bad. Like breaking up is not a bad thing. When two, like when you break up, it's usually for a proper reason. Unless it's because she left you for another guy because he has a massive schlong, then that's not fair, for example. But if you're constantly arguing, you never can decide where to eat, which is normal, you're constantly ghosting each other, blocking each other, like I mentioned before, then breaking up slash divorcing at that point, pretty good option to be fair. Because you're just inflicting more and more pain on each other by staying in that relationship. And there was a phrase. It's called well, not really a phrase, but people said, "Oh no, they had a divorce. Now a happy thing is over." This is why I went on this small little rant about, hey, it's not that a happy thing is over. It's a bad thing that's finally over. So there's actually a very huge difference. But yeah. So it's very simple video. Like seriously, just marriages suck nowadays. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.